We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to a family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident. This information was relayed to the Utah County Sheriff's Office and scene investigators at Utah Valley University. This information was also conveyed to the FBI. Investigators reviewed additional video footage from UVU surveillance and identified Robinson arriving on UVU campus in a gray Dodge Challenger at approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is observed on video in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images. Investigators interviewed a family member of Robinson who stated that Robinson had become more political in recent years. The family member referenced a recent incident in which Robinson came to dinner prior to September 10th, and in the conversation with another family member, Robinson mentioned Charlie Kirk was coming to UVU. They talked about why they didn't like him and the viewpoints that he had. The family member also stated Kirk was full of hate and spreading hate. The family member also confirmed Robinson had a gray Dodge Challenger.
A political rally turned deadly. Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA and one of the most visible voices of the American right, was shot during a campus event. Tonight we trace what happened, who the authorities say is responsible, and what this means for an already fractious political climate. On September 10, 2025, at an outdoor event at Utah Valley University, Charlie Kirk was shot while speaking to a crowd. The attack left the conservative activist dead and launched an intense, fast-moving federal and local investigation. Video captured the moment the shot was fired. Authorities initially detained 2 people and later released them. Within roughly 24-33 hours, investigators identified and located a suspect after surveillance footage and online evidence pointed to a person of interest. Law enforcement recovered a rifle near the scene and continued forensic work. Authorities identified 22-year-old Tyler Robinson as the suspect. He was taken into custody and has been charged by prosecutors with aggravated murder and related offenses. Investigators say surveillance video and messages exchanged on a chat app tied him to the attack. Investigators say the weapon was a high-powered, bolt-action rifle, a Mauser .30-06, recovered near the scene. Perhaps most striking, ammunition casings recovered had etchings and inscriptions, some referencing anti-fascist slogans and partisan song lyrics. Reporters say these details helped connect the suspect to the crime. Officials describe the arrest as the result of surveillance, digital forensics, and tips. Reports say the suspect surrendered after encouragement from a family member and a youth pastor, a development that helped end the manhunt quickly. As of now, investigators have not announced a fully confirmed motive. Officials described online messages and other evidence showing the suspect expressed opposition to Kirk's views, but they have not given a single definitive motive to the public. That uncertainty is fueling intense debate about political rhetoric, online radicalization, and security for public figures. The killing prompted immediate reactions across the political spectrum. President Trump ordered flags lowered to half-staff and senior leaders condemned the violence, calling for unity, even as rhetoric on social platforms remained sharply divided. On social media and in political speeches, the episode has been framed both as a wake-up call about political violence and as evidence of the corrosive effects of heated political rhetoric. This incident matters for at least 3 reasons. First, it's another high-profile example of political violence in the U.S., raising questions about security at public events. Second, investigators point to online communities and messages, raising hard questions about how extremist or radicalizing content spreads. Third, the reaction, both calming and incendiary, shows how quickly a single act can deepen polarization and shape political messaging. What to expect next? Formal arraignment and court filings, forensic results on the rifle and casings, and any additional evidence from devices or chat logs. Expect lawmakers and universities to revisit security and social media platforms to face renewed scrutiny. A quick note for creators: avoid amplifying extremist messages when covering the story. Show reporting, not propaganda. If you cover images or inscriptions, frame them in context and avoid repeating slogans that could be used as recruitment or signaling tools. This is a developing story, one that intersects criminal investigation, digital evidence, and deeply polarized politics. We'll keep watching the court filings and forensic updates, and explain what the new details mean for public safety and political discourse. If you found this breakdown useful, hit subscribe. We'll bring factual updates as